90 minutes. That's all this is. One focused block of 90 minutes. And yet, most people have not done 90 uninterrupted minutes of real work in years. Not one. If that's you, don't feel bad. Feel excited. Because it means there's a massive gear you've simply never shifted into. Last week I told you that distraction means your life is moving too slow, and that the fix is velocity, not willpower. Today, I'm giving you the vehicle. The 90-minute deep work sprint. What it is, how to set it up, and the exact minute-by-minute structure of your first one. And stick around, because near the end I'll tell you the single most common way people ruin their first sprint. It's not their phone. It's something they do in the first 10 minutes. Let's build it. First, why 90? Why not 4 hours? Why not 25? Remember the analogy from last week. Even Formula 1 drivers don't go full throttle for 24 hours. They race in laps, intense, timed. Then they pit, refuel, and go again. 90 minutes is your lap. It's long enough to get past the shallow stuff and into the deep end. Because real focus takes about 10 to 15 minutes just to warm up. Those little 25-minute bursts everyone talks about, you're basically pulling out of the driveway and then parking again. You never hit top speed. But 90 minutes is also short enough that your brain can actually sustain it. Your body naturally runs in cycles of roughly 90 minutes of high alertness before it needs to recover. Push much past that, and quality falls off a cliff. You're just white-knuckling the wheel. So, one sprint, 90 minutes, full throttle, then a real pit stop. That's the unit. Now let's set up the track. Everything that makes or breaks your sprint happens before the timer starts. 3 things. 1. Pick one mission. Not a to-do list. One task defined so clearly that a stranger could tell whether you finished. Not work on the business. That's fog. Instead, write the first draft of the sales page. Finish module 3. Edit the first 5 minutes of the video. Here's the test. If you can't say what done looks like, you're not ready to start. Vague missions create vague focus. Write your mission on paper and put it where you can see it. That's your road. 2. Clear the cockpit. Nobody does 160 with 3 phones on the dashboard. So, phone in another room, not face down, not on silent, another room. Close every tab except the ones the mission needs. Headphones on, even with nothing playing, they're a do not disturb sign for your environment. Water on the desk so thirst can't become an excuse to wander. Tell the people around you, 90 minutes. Unless something's on fire, I don't exist. 3. Stage the first move. This is the secret pros use. Before the sprint, decide your literal first physical action. Not start writing, but open the doc and type the headline. The #1 killer of sprints is spending the first 10 minutes deciding what to do. You're burning your best fuel in the parking lot. Decide the first move before the clock starts, so when it starts, you launch. Timer on. 90 minutes. Here's what it actually feels like inside, minute by minute, so nothing surprises you. Minutes 0 to 15. Ignition. This part feels bad. Expect it. Your brain will itch for stimulation. You'll suddenly remember emails, errands, that thing you meant to Google. This is withdrawal, not a signal to stop. Keep a piece of paper next to you. I call it the pit lane list. Any intrusive thought, any, oh, I should, write it down in 3 words and return to the mission. Do not act on it. Capture it, drop it, drive. Minutes 15 to 60. Cruising speed. Somewhere around the 15-minute mark, something clicks. The itching stops. Time gets weird. The work starts pulling you instead of you pushing it. This is the state you've been missing. And here's the thing. You can't start in it. You can only earn your way into it through those first uncomfortable minutes. This is where the real work of your life gets done. Minute 60 to 90, the champion zone. Here's what nobody tells you. Most people quit at the exact moment it was about to pay off. Around minute 60, you'll feel a dip. A little fatigue, a little, this is probably good enough. Push through it. The final 30 minutes are where breakthroughs live, because your brain is fully loaded with the problem. Ideas connect, solutions appear. Champions are made in the last lap. One rule the whole way through. If you break focus, you don't restart the timer. And you don't beat yourself up. You just put your hands back on the wheel. A lap with 2 wobbles still finishes. A lap you abandon doesn't. Timer hits 0. Now the part everyone gets wrong. The break. A pit stop is not switch from work screen to phone screen. Scrolling is not rest. It's just distraction in a different lane, and it drains the exact fuel you're trying to refill. A real pit stop is 20 to 30 minutes, and it's physical. Stand up, walk outside if you can, eat something, stretch, stare out a window and let your mind wander. Boredom is the refueling. That drifting, daydreaming state is literally your brain consolidating what you just did. Then, and only if you want to, you line up lap 2. 1 sprint a day is a great start. 2 is powerful. 3 is elite. You do not need more. 3 real laps beat 10 hours of distracted drifting every single time. Now, the mistake I promised you. The thing that ruins most first sprints in the opening 10 minutes. It's not the phone. It's choosing the wrong mission. Picking something too big, too vague, or too scary for lap 1. Write my book. Fix my finances. Build the app. You stall at the starting line, feel the panic of not knowing where to begin, and conclude, deep work doesn't work for me. Wrong. The sprint didn't fail. The mission was missized. Your first sprint's mission should be almost embarrassingly concrete, finishable, winnable. Because sprint number 1 has one job, and it's not output, it's proof. Proof that you can hold the wheel for 90 minutes. Win the first lap, and every lap after gets easier. So here's your assignment. Within the next 24 hours, not next Monday, the next 24 hours, you run 1 sprint. Pick 1 concrete mission. Clear the cockpit. Stage the first move. 90 minutes, 1 pit lane list, no exits. Then take a real break and notice how it feels. Because I promise you, 90 focused minutes will move your life further than the last week of drifting did. Last week, you learned why you're distracted. You're driving too slow. Today, you got the vehicle. Now there's only one thing left to do. Both hands on the wheel, eyes on the road. Run the lap. When you finish your first sprint, come back and drop a comment with your mission and how far you got. I read every one. And subscribe, because next week, I'm covering how to string sprints together into a full, deep workday without burning out. See you there.